Hello, come and knock on my door. We've been waiting for you. Come on, get on. We are sharing and tagging, and we are having fun. Come on, this is my second show for today.
Hey guys, how you doing? We got somebody on there? Looks like we got a couple people.
Come on, tag and share. You know that little button on the left that says share. It will be helpful. It's only going to help you guys. My name is Rita Fuller-Yates, and I am your lifestyle expert. And once again, we are here. We are here to experience something new. I know that as a lifestyle expert, it's important for people to come together inside our homes. But some of the challenges that we have with people coming in our home is we're not always happy and proud of the condition of our home. And that's when my wonderful husband comes in, and he is the handyman husband. And I'm always proud of it. And, you know, as I tell you guys all the time, I'm excited to share in the experience. So I thought I would share him with you. Now, what about that? You like that?
That's great.
He messed up his line.
Whatever. First of all, I wanted to say thank you to everybody who tuned in last week. We had a great response, and everything was great. I was so nervous. So I appreciate you guys supporting the show.
He's still nervous.
I'm
just telling y'all.
A little bit. This isn't my thing, so I'm going to make it my thing.
We had it all sort of planned out the beginning, and we've been trying to go with the flow, but he seems to still be nervous as hell. Jesus, relax.
Deal with me. I'm going to loosen up. I'm going to get this. You're lucky you're beautiful, because you sure do give me a hard time. Guys, this one.
I guess he deserves a second chance. Beautiful always works.
That's right.
For those guys that don't tell their women that they're beautiful, work on it. She needs to hear it. It's not saying anything, but it always works. Am I right, ladies? It always works. Even in the middle of an argument, he'll just break out and say,
"No, you'll just be beautiful and mean. But beautiful gets it."
So I think one time you were talking about it, and you were saying all women are challenging, so it helps.
Yeah, I mean it helps when we're going at it, that you're nice to look at. So let's get started. Let's get down to business. Let's talk about this.
I like the beautiful part. Okay.
Well, you're always going to be beautiful, so just sit there, look beautiful, and let me talk to everybody. So, anyways, guys, thanks for the support. I loved all the responses that we got. We got a lot of messages. We got a lot of emails, and everything is working out great. What is that?
He is sweating over here, you guys.
I got lights on me. I got all this stuff. I'm just trying to work it out in my spirit. So, deal with me. I'm getting it.
I love it.
This one's on TV all the time. I'm like, this is the second time for me. I'm new to this, so just give me a break.
Well, I get so excited because, you know, we always talk about you coming outside your comfort zone. Mm-hmm. So this is really big for him.
You're talking about his dumbness coming back to him again?
Okay, you guys don't know, but we'll share that in a little bit.
What?
We have a
No, we don't.
We have a visitor. I think he's a permanent visitor, but I'll share him in a little bit. Okay, so let's, we always still try to stay on topic because although we get a little distracted, but today we're going to be talking about light bulbs.
Light bulbs.
Light bulbs.
So what happened was we got a lot of messages this week with a lot of questions of people emailing in talking about, hey, I need help with this, I need help with this. So we had a young lady, her name is Cynthia Gomez. She sent a message in, she's from Delaware, and she asked the question. She was having all types of problems with her lighting, tripping breakers, doing different things. So in the process of fixing her problem, talking her through it, and we did fix her problem, but it was very simple. So what I did is I took that problem, applied it to, hey, let's talk about it during the show because this is a problem that all of you have. And whether you admit it or not, this is the problem we all make. So there are differences in light bulbs. So you can't just say, I'm going to the store and I am going to buy a light bulb.
Well, remember when we first got married and I would always talk about an electrician, and really to me that's what an electrician was? What did I always say?
So I told her I was an electrician, and what she said is, oh, so you change light bulbs for a living? Really? I change light bulbs for a living? No, I do more than just change light bulbs for a living. If I would be the highest paid light bulb changer in the world if that's what I did. But hey, whatever.
Well, that's
It
only
was cute when she
because
said it.
that's only because that's the visual part of being an electrician is light bulbs.
I guess. I mean, when you call the guy out and, if that's what you want is for him to screw the light bulb in and just fix your light, I'm quite sure you're not calling an electrician for a burned out light bulb. So
Don't discount folks because you have gone to people's homes.
I have.
If you're being honest.
I have. I've went on many calls where it was a light bulb and I was almost afraid to tell them, hey, you got a burned out light bulb. So you kind of, work around the subject and say, hey, I worked on the switch and I did this and this, but ultimately it was a light bulb.
See, so I'm not alone in this. So, okay, I'll let you go ahead.
Let's talk about it. This is a regular incandescent light bulb. They vary in wattages. You can get them from 20 watt, 25 watt, all the way up to 100. So these are just your standard light bulb. This is just plug and play, put it in, boom, it lights, you're good to go. You can dim them, you can do whatever you want with this light bulb. This is a regular light bulb. Just radiates light.
Does that go in any lamp?
This is a radiant light bulb. This radiates light. This does not throw light. Now light is measured in lumens. That's the measurement used to measure light, is how much light it actually throws. So this is more of a radiant light. This doesn't throw light. This just glows. So a lamp under a shade, a simple keyless light fixture, you put this in, boom, you're good to go.
Okay.
So, but this can be dimmed or not dimmed.
Now, when you go to the grocery store or the department store or what have you to buy your light bulbs, what package is that?
This is just a standard package of 4 light bulbs. It'll come in there, it'll just say incandescent, and it'll tell you the wattage. There's nothing fancy about it, that's general. But what you do get into, though, is when you get into...
Wait a minute, I still have another question.
What?
When I'm going, I don't know what wattage. So is there a particular wattage based on where it goes?
There is. Typically on the socket of the fixture, it will be a little sticker that says, do not put any light bulb larger than blank wattage. So it'll say, don't exceed 65 watts, for instance. It'll tell you on the socket. If you're confused, pull the old one out, look at it, buy the same one.
Oh, so did you guys know that? How many people looks at the light fixture and defines or determines based on what it says what wattage to buy?
Which is a good point, because most people just say, I'm going to buy the big watt because I need a lot of light.
That's me.
This is what I need.
That's me.
No, because what you're going to have is you're going to end up putting too large of a wattage in your socket. It's going to either get hot and kind of make that socket brittle over time, because it's basically baking the socket. And that's when they fall apart and break, and you got to get a whole new light fixture.
So you hear that?
So don't just buy a bigger wattage light bulb, because you're going to have problems. So follow the instructions on the socket. It'll tell you don't exceed a certain wattage amount. Okay. And then go from there.
Okay.
But what I also run into is, say for instance, the new light bulbs, the LEDs. These are great. What LEDs are, LED stands for lighted electronic diode. It basically does not have an element in it. It has basically just a circuit that lights up. It's got a little diode in it that lights up. These will last 10 times longer than a regular light bulb. However, there is a trade-off when you get the savings. Like, let's say you are a person that says, I want to reduce my carbon footprint in this world. I want to go green. I want to save energy. I want to do all this stuff. So that's basically what you're saying. Yeah,
we're all familiar with that term.
Green, so this is what you want to do. Most people just say, I'm going green. I'm going to go buy the compact fluorescence, which is this style light fixture. This bulb is a compact fluorescent.
Those are the cute ones.
Yeah, it looks like a little pigtail, the little curly pigtail.
I like them because they're cute.
Okay. They may be cute, but what you need to know about this is inside this bottom piece is something called a ballast. The ballast is what lights this. So what this is vapor, mercury vapor inside of here.
Okay.
Dangerous if it breaks. You don't want to inhale it. So this is vapor.
Okay.
Mercury.
Okay.
And the ballast excites the vapor, which causes it to light up. But these aren't always dimmable. So if you have a light that you want to put in that is on a dimmer, you just don't want to go buy this because it won't dim. You will burn up the ballast and in turn ruin the light fixture.
Will it look like it'll dim when you put it in? Can you go ahead and dim it?
It will dim maybe once or twice, and then you're going to pay the price for dimming it because it will start to smell.
So my recommendation is for those individuals that bought this and a dimmer, because I know that's popular now. It may not be the dimmer switch, because you get phone calls about that too.
I do.
Where it's been installed and you're like, oh, the dimmer doesn't work. That means it could possibly be the light bulb, right?
The light bulb. And the way you fix that is on the actual box itself. It will say dimmable. You'll see that on there. It will say dimmable. If you look at that, you see that? It says dimmable. So the light fixtures will tell you what they are. It'll tell you the watts.
Okay.
It will tell you the looms, which is the measurement of how much light it throws.
Okay.
700 looms. Pretty good. That's a pretty good light fixture.
So there's normally a tag that's on most light fixtures when you get the light fixture.
Yes.
That explains. But what about when they have like the ones that are on our walls? The switch that comes on, you know, like...
What do you mean? What's the question?
I put a light bulb inside of the switches on top of my ceiling.
Yes.
How do we know what's the best type to use in that circumstance where there's no tag?
Well, you can always err on the side of caution. Typically, every light fixture is rated between 55 and 75.
Okay.
So if you buy 55, 65, 75, you'll be okay.
Okay.
Don't go to the hundreds. Matter of fact, I can get deep. There's legislation out there that's banning 100-watt light bulbs just because of their inefficiency. So there is legislation with all the carbon footprints and all that stuff. They want to do away with 100-watt light bulbs.
Are you messing up
Our
our daggone dog here?
Whatever. She's got this stuffed dog. It looks so real.
It does.
It looks so real.
It fools me. It fools me every time I open that door. See
So
there,
Daddy gotta move.
Gotta move.
Oh.
So who y'all just seen and who just sort of came
Sorry
in
about that.
is my father who just moved in with us. So you'll be seeing him pop in and out throughout the videos, and he doesn't understand what any of this is, so please, excuse Pod and him.
This will be the time that the videos go viral. So we'll do these videos and they will never do anything. We'll get 1,000 people, but he'll come in and it'll go viral. I'll get 1 million people overnight. So let's
just
get back
give
to
a
what
shout
we're
out
talking
to
about.
my dad, who will, be a part of
Hello.
the experience. He's just waving and he doesn't know where to wave to. So.
Okay, so let's get back to what we were talking about. So one of the other things is when you have a garage door opener that kind of rattles and moves as the garage door opens and
It
closes.
ain't no picture or anything
No,
here like that.
no, you're good.
Okay.
So
Sounds good.
when it shakes and rattles, you don't want to put a regular light bulb into it. You have these light bulbs, they're heavy duty light bulbs, they're called rough service light bulbs. They have a thicker element inside of them that they will keep from breaking and keep from burning out when you have them in your garage. So don't put a regular light bulb in your garage. Put a rough service light bulb in your garage. And make
How
sure...
many people knew that?
Probably nobody.
Give me
knew
some
that.
thumbs up for those of you that knew that.
So if you put a regular light bulb in there, it'll work. But after opening and closing your garage a handful of times, it shakes and rattles and that element shakes in there. You want a thicker element. So make sure you get a rough service light bulb. Get a heavy duty light bulb. Don't just get a regular light bulb. And don't put a compact fluorescent in your garage, because these are not rated for cold weather. So you'll put it in your garage and your garage will light up very dim, and it'll take a minute to get to its full brightness, or these won't work in the wintertime.
So what are those things
They're
good
not
for?
great. These are great in lamps, things that are just standard light fixtures. They're good.
But they last longer. That's why they're so expensive.
They do last longer, and they'll probably cost you double what a regular light bulb costs you. But there's a reason. They give you longer life.
Okay.
So they're good. You just got to apply them to the right scenario.
Okay.
Don't just throw these anywhere.
Okay. Did y'all hear that?
Don't just get these and say, I'm just going to replace my whole house with these energy-saving light bulbs, these LEDs. These. Don't just fall for the name brand that everybody wants to sell you. So there's a reason that they sell them to you, because they're good for certain applications. Don't just apply them to everything. So the other one is can lights.
Okay. So we probably have some questions that with me, the way my vision is set up, I can't really see the questions.
I see a whole bunch of stuff popping
words.
up there, but I believe me, I'll go back and answer all of your questions once we're done.
Okay.
And I'm sure there's 1,000 questions. So also, if you have questions you want to send in for next week in our conversation, send it to homeagaintv@gmail.com. So you can send us questions. Like I said, we got a lot of them from last week, so we'll carry over into next week, and I'll do my best to answer the questions as we go. So don't think I'm ignoring those questions over there. We're going to get to them. Just give me a minute to talk about everything that we need to talk about.
And also, we want to make sure that we give a shout out, or not a shout out, but proper recognition that he is a certified electrician. So for those of you that need help and you want an honest person to come into your home, please give us a call or email us, and we'll be sure to take care of it for you.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I'll take care of you. I won't do you the way the mechanics like to do people that come see them and they don't know about cars. So mechanics are a little iffy. I got mechanic friends though, so don't think I'm talking about you. You guys are top notch. I don't associate with those rip-off artists. So let's finish talking, because when you go into your office, look up at your ceiling. If your lights are, some of them are white, some of them are pinkish, some of them are dim. There's a reason why there. So what you want to notice is they're name brands. There's GE, there's Philips, there's Sylvania. There's different name brands of light fixtures, and most of them have a signature look.
Okay.
So it's a white light or a dim light, and it's also due to the fact that they may be cool white or warm white.
Okay.
So warm whites have a softer glow to them. Cool whites are more of a white hard light. So if you know, and you're
and I know that just from filming.
Yeah.
So, and then there's certain skin tones. Isn't that horrible? That's how I know what he's talking about, because I like more of the white light, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that what I always tell you?
Or like I used to say is those are the selfie lights. So when you're in the bathroom and you want to take a good selfie and say, "Ooh, this is a great mirror and this is a good selfie mirror," that's why the lighting is right. So they use them in grocery stores, clothing stores. They use this light to enhance color, to make you think that apple is redder than it actually is.
See, so if you don't have the correct lighting in your bathroom, maybe that's why you're not able to capture a great selfie. I mean, just for those that are a little more simple-minded like myself.
That's a woman thing.
No, men take selfies all the time.
I'm okay. If you send me a request and you are a guy and you ain't got no shirt on and you're like, "Check me out, dude," I'm not taking you as my friend.
He's not sending the selfie to you.
I've had friend requests from guys with no shirts, and I'm like, "Dude, really? Put your shirt on."
Who is it, Daddy? My dad goes outside with his other shirt on.
No.
He goes outside with a robe on. And I'm like, "Daddy, we live downtown. You cannot have your robe on in the middle of the city." He's used to having his own little home on a little private area, but you know, that's a whole.
So if you're walking by the house and my father-in-law happens to be sitting out there and he's got his drawers on, feel free to say, "Bobby, let's cover that up a little bit."
Pray for us, y'all. Just pray for us.
So there's a difference between outside light and inside light. Just make sure that you guys know the difference. When you're shopping for lights for outdoor, make sure they say indoor, outdoor, or make sure they say outdoor. Don't put an indoor light bulb outside, because you'll just keep buying light bulbs. So like I said, there's a lot of people that do it wrong. You've got to buy the right light bulb for the right application. I know it sounds funny, but you know, just like anything else, if you buy the right brand and the right type of fixture, it'll last for you. You won't be buying bulbs all the time.
Well, see, I take it for granted because I live with him. So I never change a light bulb. So, I don't have to know these things. But I'm trying to help you guys out. So make sure you continue to share and tag so that I can keep encouraging him to do these type of things to help out. Because I already got him.
Yeah. Well, make sure you guys are just buying the right bottle.
Okay.
So that's the difference between just making sure that you look good in your mirror and you may not look all that good. So just give yourself the right look.
Okay.
You know, you got the outdoor bulbs and you know, the indoor bulbs. So I'm trying to think, is there anything else that I
What
need to
about
talk
these
about?
long ones?
These long ones are these are basically the same as these. They're just a different shape. Same style. These are for a different type of fixture. So you have these in more of your bathrooms along the side of your vanity or on top. You know, these are ballast driven. So when these are just flickering, that doesn't really mean these are bad.
Oh.
Because there's a little thing called a ballast. It's basically just a black box with wires in it that actually ignites this. So when you change these, if these don't light up and they just kind of flicker and they got burns on the edges,
Oh,
you can
I see
change
that a lot.
you can change the bulb, but if that doesn't fix it, it's a ballast issue. So
Okay.
just make sure you go in and change the ballast. And the ballasts are sized for the type of fixture or light bulb that it is.
Okay.
It'll tell you there's numbers here, and you buy it accordingly. So
Got it.
so these are a little bit more complicated than a regular bulb, but these are what I'm saying about the cool whites and warm whites and looking like it's outside light and inside light.
Aren't
So-
you relaxed yet? You still sound very tense.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Now, I do have a question.
Mhm.
At our home, we had those nice popular lights that are everywhere now. And they're cute, and they are more decorative, I think.
Old-fashioned incandescents.
Okay.
They have
okay.
multiple elements inside of them. I don't have one here with me, but basically it's a regular light bulb, but instead of one element, it has like 4 or 5, and it has a cool look inside of it.
Right.
And, yeah, and those are cool, but they're going to cost you a fortune to run them, because what you're doing is you're actually paying for 3 or 4 light bulbs in one light bulb.
Oh,
So-
and they don't give out much light. They're
No, they
really.
don't throw light at all. They just kind of glow and look cool.
Okay.
They don't give any light. They don't really
You
serve
hear
a purpose.
that?
They don't serve a purpose other than to look cool.
Are those the same things that they use for on the patios when they're on a rope?
Yep.
Okay.
They put them out there to kind of look cool. But
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, they're cool looking. I mean, they're great. They're
They are. They're
antique.
cute. They're
but think
old-fashioned.
about the name, antique light bulb. Antique means they're not efficient at all.
And I remember they do cost like $8.
They
a
cost
bulb.
$8 a bulb. You put them in, and you'll say, my electric's a little higher this month. Well, that's because you thought you were cool buying them cool bulbs. Well, now you're going to be cool paying for all those light bulbs. So they are so not efficient.
Okay,
Don't
so
buy
that's
those.
where design gets a little in, because again, everything that's cute isn't effective.
Well, that's a lot of times our argument is that she's a designer and I'm an electrician. And a lot of times we'll bump heads because what always looks cute or what always seems practical
Why'd
to
you
her.
have to bring that in?
No, because I want them to know. People design, but a lot of times they don't have common sense to their design. Is that, you know, you can't just do the things that look pretty all the time. You have to do the right thing. So
I beg to differ, but okay, that's where we always have our little conflicts, but it's okay. I get it.
You know, I take what she says as looking pretty, and then I apply common sense to it and make it work and try to give her what she wants. So, but yeah, that's what I do.
Okay,
So, any other questions?
know that.
No?
Feel comfortable?
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, like I said, if you guys have other questions, I'll definitely answer all the questions on the screen there, and then I'll answer any emails you guys send as well. So, yeah, that's it.
Okay, well, again, every week we're coming on so that we can share, or I can share, Sean Yates with you guys so that he can help make your home feel a little better for your entertainment purposes. The name of our show is,
Cream in my coffee.
and that's the bonus question for today. We're going ahead and we are going to share and give a special gift to that particular person who answers why it is our show is called Cream in Our Coffee. I bet you can't guess.
Pretty obvious if you think about it.
You might just get a nice decorative light bulb as a gift. How about that? Again, we appreciate it. Continue to share and tag. I want to keep him encouraged to keep helping you guys and making this just a little bit easier on me, and it makes it easier. You guys did a great job a couple of weeks ago. I think he had almost 2,000 shares or 2,000 views. We just want to try to get it up even more. So sharing is really very important as we share Sean Yates, as I share Sean Yates with you guys. Again, thank you. We don't do this in vain. We really have purpose to our mission to help you guys make hosting and entertainment easier at home. My name is Rita Fuller-Yates, and I'm your lifestyle expert, and I'll see you next time.
See you guys.